What's up guys, it's Tommy here and welcome to a sensational huge Liverpool transfer news video. A Catalan newspaper is reporting that Liverpool have a real concrete interest in Kylian Mbappe. So in this video we will explore all angles and also I will reveal to you guys what Kylian Mbappe recently said about a potential transfer move abroad away from Paris Saint-Germain. So the paper was following claims made in France about Mbappe, whose future in Paris remains uncertain because he still hasn't signed a new contract and he has no intention to sign a new contract. And this is what the Catalan newspaper said. Mbappe has more doubts about Paris Saint-Germain's sporting ambition and wants them to present him a truly winning project with an aim of winning the Champions League. Liverpool will not be able to offer Mbappe a better financial package than Paris Saint-Germain, but Liverpool can tempt Mbappe to join them by presenting a better sporting project. And there is no doubt that Liverpool right now are closer to winning the Champions League than Paris Saint-Germain. I mean, PSG went to the Champions League final last season, but they failed to win it, and Bayern Munich were the rightful winners of the Champions League. And also long term, you can't stay at Paris Saint-Germain and become one of the world's best players, because you will always get criticism that you are only doing it in the French league. And until Paris Saint-Germain wins the Champions League with Mbappe, I don't think he will be satisfied, and I honestly think that he will leave Paris Saint-Germain next summer, because after that he will just have 1 year left on his contract. That if PSG don't sell Mbappe next summer, they risk losing one of the best players in the world for absolutely nothing, and I don't think they want that, and I don't think Mbappe wants to stick around in Paris too long, because apart from the Champions League, he has won everything there is, and there is no challenge for him in France. He is playing against not the best teams, let's put it that way. And Mbappe already has 10 goals and 7 assists in just 13 appearances this season, and Liverpool have a real interest according to the papers. It looks like Liverpool are interested, but I believe Mbappe has already made his decision to where to go in the summer. Will it be next summer? We will see if he expects to end the contract. I do not know if he can handle the pressure or if he will accept any millionaire proposal that PSG will present to him. That's what a transfer expert said. And Jurgen Klopp, the last time he spoke about Mbappe, said buying this caliber of player is difficult. I don't see any club at the moment who can buy Kylian Mbappe from PSG. I don't see any club. That is how it is, and we are involved in the clubs that cannot do it. It is as easy as that. Okay, from a sporting point of view, there are not a lot of reasons not to not sign Mbappe. What a player he is, but it is about the money, of course. So right now, absolutely no chance. Sorry for killing that story. Jurgen Klopp said this last summer. This summer, however, I think things are a little bit different, because as I said, Mbappe's contract is running out. With only 1 year left on his contract, his price is coming down, and now is I think it's now or never for Liverpool. And I mean, can you imagine if Mbappe runs his contract down? Then I think all the clubs who are rich in the world will line up to try and sign him, who can afford his wages. Liverpool, Real Madrid, Manchester City, Manchester United, all the clubs who can afford Mbappe's wages will be lining up to try to sign him, and then Mbappe, you can just pick whoever he wants. I don't think though that he will run down his contract, because that would mean that he would have to stay another year in Paris Saint-Germain, and I don't think he wants that. Also, Mbappe said this about Liverpool: what Liverpool do is amazing. They are like a winning machine. They have found a rhythm and are like, we play again and we play again. And when you watch Liverpool, you think everything's easy, but that's not easy what they are doing. The guys are focused at Liverpool. They play games every 3 days and they win, they win, they win. Now the problem is that everybody watches Liverpool and everybody watches what we at Paris Saint-Germain can do against them. So now they have to show they are strong again, but it's a very good team with a very good manager. And he also said, now I'm with PSG, I'm 100% with the club. I want to help the club grow this season. I think about the club because the club helped me. I came here at 18. I was a talent, but I was not a superstar. Now I'm a superstar thanks to PSG and the French national team. I have to stay calm, but at the end of the season, we will see what happens. But now I'm focused on my game. And also Kylian Mbappe revealed to Copa 90 in an interview, "We make every decision together as a family. I think it's the strongest possible thing. This has pushed me higher and allowed me to be where I am today. Without my family, it would be impossible, because sometimes you have bad moments. When you have bad moments in your career, you can see which people are there for you, and my parents are there for me every time. Without them, I don't think I would have everything I do at the moment. They show me the right way to be, and I'm really lucky to have these parents." And I think the way Mbappe conducts himself, the way that he's so mature at this young age, shows that he has very, very good parents who have taken good care of him, and he also who have instilled good values in Mbappe, because you don't really see the star allure problems with Mbappe that the likes of Neymar or Cristiano Ronaldo have. But of course, I can't look behind the scenes. I don't know what Mbappe is in his private life, but how he conducts himself in interviews and how he is on the pitch, he doesn't have a huge ego, and he's not like showboating for the sake of it. He's not play acting, he's not crying on the pitch, and so on. So you get my drift. And there was a transfer expert on the Transfer Window podcast who said this about Mbappe. Mbappe had informed the Paris Saint-Germain that his intention is to leave in the coming summer, when he would have 1 year left on the contract, that he did not want to stay long term in Paris. Basically, prepare yourself. This is your opportunity to sell at a significant transfer fee. My intention is to leave. The clubs he is particularly interested in moving to, Real Madrid and Barcelona, are both having financial difficulties, and Liverpool, and also he has told friends that he likes Manchester United. Now, can that be done this summer? Well, Manchester United, I think, have the financial resources to make the Mbappe transfer, but if they decide that the deal is the one they want to do above all others, they can structure a move like that. But I still think that it's very unlikely that Mbappe would go to Manchester United. I mean, they dropped out of the Champions League this season. They are in the Europa League from spring, and also there is no guarantees that Manchester United will finish in the top four this season. And would Mbappe go to Man United if they are in the Europa League? No chance. And would Mbappe make Man United title contenders? I don't think so, because goal scoring really is not the problem for Manchester United. I think it's their defense. They just concede too many goals, and they are way inconsistent. It's true that they don't have an in-form out-and-out striker. Martial and Cavani, their form is fluctuating, and Mbappe would certainly play every week for Manchester United, but I don't certainly think that he would make them title contenders necessarily. Pep Yinders also talked about Liverpool's January transfer strategy. The Liverpool assistant coach to Jurgen Klopp said this: "I think the individual is very important, but I think what separates us from other teams, and what I feel is really different, is we have a strong culture and we have a clear identity of play, and that even without losing individuals, we stay focused on this collective idea. There's a saying that without good players, there's no collective, but without a collective, there will never be success. If you stay focused on improving our way of play, encouraging each individual to take more initiative, to attack more, to evolve the team, then I feel that there is not a backup plan. It's focusing on our way and our idea. It's always like this, but some devastating moments create life-changing moments for other players, because we have so much faith in our young blood, in the players we brought up, our own players. These moments where you lose a top player automatically creates a big chance for a young player, because we invest a lot of time and we have a big commitment to them to be part of our squad. What I'm trying to say is I feel really the best backup plan is the academy. If the academy is right and there is a fluid process between the academy and the first team, the best backup plan is always young players, because they never let you down. Never. So maybe Pep Yinders is hinting here that if the young players are doing well until January, then maybe Liverpool will not sign a new centre-back. And I mean, if Liverpool keep winning games until January, I believe that Liverpool will create a gap between themselves and the other teams. I mean, yesterday's results couldn't have gone better. Both Man United and Man City dropped points with a 0-0 draw. By the way, that was one of the most boring games of football that I have seen in a long time. I was really looking forward to the Manchester derby. I expected goals and excitement, and I expected a lot of action, and I wanted to do a review video on the Manchester derby because both teams' defenses are not the best, but they were just too afraid to attack and open themselves up, and they were just content with the draw, and that was very disappointing. Man City have fallen off a cliff this season. They are miles away, much worse than last season, but that's to be expected when you lose Vincent Kompany, David Silva, Leroy Sané and Agüero, 4 world-class players in their team. And Agüero, they didn't sell him, he's just injured all the time. And also Man United, I don't think they are title contenders honestly, and Chelsea, one of the title contenders this season, were really flat against Everton, and Everton probably deserved to win the game 1-0. I watched the extended highlights, and Chelsea didn't really threaten apart from a few moments. And I mean, Chelsea are now also 5 points behind Liverpool if Liverpool win their next game, which is against Fulham today. So I really hope that Liverpool win that game. It's very important. And also I'm hoping that Crystal Palace can do something against Tottenham, because that would mean Liverpool would go top of the table. Pep Yinders was also asked how closely are Liverpool and the season in general going to what you thought, what you hoped and expected. If you look the last 2 seasons, so many things came together at the right moment. If you take that into considerations, that we became champions of England, if you take into consideration the short pre-season, that we are still in the pandemic, we knew that this would be a different one, a different season to all of them. The amount of games, it's purely about mental resilience, to be honest. The team who will want it more. I think the inner drive of us, of the team, of the individual players, is getting tested without fans, with the amount of games. Then you lose key players in very specific moments in the season. It's about how can you turn that adversity into a challenge in terms of how good are we without those players, how good can we be. I think all our success came from adversity, to be honest. Take for example Barcelona away, losing 3-0, losing Bobby Firmino, losing Mo Salah, losing Robertson at halftime. Because we kept our plan, we kept our way, we focused on what we have and what we had. I really believe that the season will not get decided now, but I feel we are really in the right spot. The strength of this Liverpool squad is that we have many good players. Yinders continued. That's the first thing and the most important thing. The second thing is the mentality of these boys. All of them, that they create in the week and they see the next game like as a final. That mentality is installed in this team by, of course, the character of Jurgen, the way he speaks to them, the way we prepare the game. Each next game we want to play our best counter-pressing game possible. That's always the target. The boys in the training, it's always this 100% attitude that creates this proper preparation for the next game. We have a squad full of good players. That's the first strength. And of course the versatility and variability helps a lot. We have to try to be creative, but at the same time create stability around the fit players. Focus on what we have. I'm enjoying it absolutely, because it asks for quick thinking, quick decisions. Luckily me and Jurgen think the same about our game, about how we want to evolve the team, steps we have to make, the confidence we have in certain players. That helps a lot because you have less time. I try as always to make each day a masterpiece, preparing the training, all these things that come around. Yeah, it's a challenging time, but at the same time we have to create stability around the ones we have, because we are losing so many players. Focusing on them and trying to create solutions. Each organization, each company, family or structure, you get really tested and really know how strong you are in phases of crisis. For some structures it becomes really a crisis, but because all of our departments and the structure inside our club is the same over such a long time, with people who work really hard behind the scenes, you don't drop in these moments. You get tested and in the end you come out hopefully that you can go through it. For me it's a big compliment for all the departments who are working so hard behind the scenes. For me it's our medical department, for example, our fitness department, recover the players constantly, help accelerate this process. Our nutrition department, analysis, that every time we played they made a new analysis ready, and all these things, all these processes are quite fluid, and the more games you have, the more injuries, or however you want to call it, the better you are structured and the better you are, and the easier it is to deal with all these kinds of things. It's a big compliment for all these departments who give everything every day, in my opinion. And it's easy for the ones who love football. It's easy for the ones who have a big passion for the game, a big ambition for where they want to go with this club, with this project. That makes it easier. Never forget, this team is selected by great personalities and influenced by great personalities. If you hear Jordan Henderson shouting in the game, you see Jordan coaching in the game. If you hear Millie before the game talking in the dressing room, repeating all the things we said already during the week, or the meeting of Jurgen, the way Jurgen touches each player before the game in their heart about making this their best game ever. What I'm trying to say is that all these words, all these messages become the inner voice of the player. So if it's the hard moments, that's what they are thinking about, and that's what they are hearing inside. That's why we have this group of personalities, and why one influences the other. This group is created on personality, in my opinion, on the love of the game, and about the passion and ambition for football. And I think that's a beautiful way to end this video. I really hope that you guys enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. Have a nice day. See you later, guys. Goodbye.